Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday afternoon, so you know what that means. It's time to see if we are tough enough. With me, as always, is the lovely and vivacious Jen Carlins. How are you doing, Jen?
Hello, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Don't worry, this show will not replace one of its hosts with someone who screws up the entire concept of the show.
Oh my gosh.
We strive for that here at swordcrownmedia.com. Um, so Jen, we gotta get into this.
Okay.
Last week Amanda was saved because the Miz said she was hot,
Yes.
and she seems to have let that go into her head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm now all right. Now, Jen, before I give my opinion on this, out of the four women that are left at the start of this episode, where would you rank Amanda on hotness scale?
I mean, she's pretty. I mean, she's nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the boobs and but her. I mean, she's probably a good 9, 8.5, 9.
No, but I mean, out of the four people, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, what number would you rank her? Where is she on that? Between her, Chelsea, Georgia, and Sarah.
She would probably be a 1, but when she opens her mouth, it makes her a 3.
Okay, see, for me, she's just fourth.
That too.
Honestly, I don't think she looks completely like manufactured.
Oh, she's so fake.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying fake because we had the whole big discussion. She looks manufactured, like it's purposeful.
Oh,
It's
she just
purposefully
looks
done.
like almost a carbon copy of Dana Brooks.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Except she doesn't have the personality. Anyway, so they flipped the script on us a little bit.
They did.
They showed us the in-ring challenge first.
They did.
Now, the way they were doing this was they paired off everyone. They had everyone put together like a little routine, a little system, and the only people that I saw that really weren't doing that well were ZZ and the pairing of Sarah and Georgia.
Yeah, that was bad. Was ZZ.
I'm not going to say I'm in better shape than ZZ. I'm saying it'd be close. The dude gets gassed quicker than Hulk Hogan trying to outrun the media. Like it's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. But you know what? He lost 8 pounds so far.
Yeah, that's tremendous.
Yeah. Now, I want to know, when people are sending in their videos to be on Tough Enough, who in their fucking mind thought, hey, let's hitch up our trailers to this guy?
Well, to be fair, ZZ was not one of the original people picked. On the competition special, there was another guy who was picked, and he failed the wellness test.
That's right. That's right.
So I think ZZ was brought in because he was the guy that made the best impression on the competition special, just because, of his personality. Like, he was one of the ones who stood out.
Well, yeah, he stood out because basically ZZ is a reality show whore.
Yeah, we for those of you who don't know, we found that out on Tough Talk that this is ZZ's third reality show. Granted, one when he was a child, so I don't think that really counts. But
once
still.
again, you know what? I blame the parents.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That episode of Wife Swap, I remember that episode.
Well, I don't watch reality TV besides this and Total Divas. So I find it funny that they didn't mention what his second show was.
What was the second show?
I don't know. I tried to look it up, and I didn't really find anything. But I'm just curious because I have a feeling it's gonna be something bad. Like,
Oh my!
I don't know why, but
It needs to come out.
but all right. So anyway, oh, it looks like he was on a show called Swamp People. I think that's what this is coming up. But
Swamp People. Now, what does that entail?
I believe it entails people that live in the swamp.
Oh, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was on the History Channel.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and this was 2 years ago, and he was 16. So yeah, this is definitely the other show he was on. And anyone who's on a show called Swamp People should also not be on a show called Tough Enough. But anyway, with regards to Tanner and Josh, when they got in the ring,
oh, that was lovely.
They looked really, really good. They look like people who have been training for 6 weeks.
Yes, the chemistry in the ring is there between those two.
Yes.
I actually enjoyed their little match.
Yeah, I mean, out of the people who are left, I think we can both agree that Josh is really best suited for WWE.
Oh my gosh.
Like
the way he's just in the gym and he's focused and he
actually has a personality.
He really does. He really does. But you know what kind of got me?
Oh, I think I know what kind of got you.
Well, probably, whatever.
Yeah.
No, when he told Tanner to go ahead and kick game on him.
Mm-hmm. They became Tough Enough's version of Blake and Murphy.
Yeah, and I was a little creeped out.
Jen, I think you misspoke. I think you meant to say turned on.
No, by Tanner? No. No.
So are you saying that even without the presence of boobs, Tanner still couldn't spit game?
No, he was borderline creepy.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
He's like, oh, look at that 6'8" ass bending all over. And I'm like, who says that? I don't care if you're a guy or a girl saying that to a guy or a guy saying that to another guy or a girl. That's creepy.
Besides, the ass isn't 6'8". I don't, it's fine. Whatever.
That's 6'8", bending over. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
It got really weird.
It got real weird, and Josh was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Josh immediately regretted this decision.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like he was just like, okay, maybe we shouldn't have done this.
No.
But so as far as the women went in the ring, I have my thoughts on what happened between Sarah and Gigi. Gigi was complaining that Sarah almost paralyzed her.
Yeah.
And dropped her on her head. Jen, what did you think about that?
I wouldn't go as far as to say paralyzed.
Okay.
Gigi's making excuses and just trying. She's trying to throw people under the bus.
Yes.
Is basically what she's doing. But like Daniel Bryan, he sees right through it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Daniel Bryan was almost paralyzed.
Daniel Bryan is almost paralyzed.
Exactly.
That's a current state of being for him at this point.
I mean, when you're when you don't have a lot of feeling in your both arms and in your extremities, I don't know. I don't even know why I don't know why Paige saved her.
We'll get to that. But see, the thing, she landed on her side.
Right.
Like, and we've seen Sarah had a few issues in the ring before, but they don't follow through with the slam if the pickup is wrong.
Right.
And the pickup was fine. It's just, and Sarah said as much on Tough Talk. Like, I wouldn't have thrown her down if I didn't think I could set her down, the way I was supposed to.
Right.
And she did. It was a little bit off, but it's no worse than any bump Ric Flair has taken in the past 30 years. Because Ric Flair takes all of his bumps on his shoulders.
Right.
Because of the plane accident he was in. So it's not uncommon, and it looked fine. I agree with Daniel Bryan, and if Daniel Bryan's saying this, I felt a lot better having this opinion that it didn't look bad.
It didn't look bad at all. And you know what? If she was a liability, if Sarah Lee was a liability in the ring, Billy Gunn, Booker T, or Lita, she wouldn't be in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. She would have sat out, and she said as much on Tough Enough. She said if I wasn't getting it, I would have sat out for that whole session because she sat out before. But so before we get to the votes, they had this the primetime players came out. And
Titus.
Titus was there. Tough Titus. # Tough Titus. And they were doing a teamwork challenge to rescue a hostage from a burning building.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I think this was bullshit. I think it was bullshit.
Why is that?
Because of course the team with 2 guys on it is going to do better than the team with 1 guy on it.
Yes.
Also, especially when one of those guys was a volunteer firefighter.
ZZ?
Yes, obviously, because what else can he do? If anything, he should have been on the team with 1 guy because he has the most experience in being a firefighter.
Yes. Yes. But I did love that little ditty that he did about
pulling hose.
Pulling hose. You know what? What can't ZZ do?
Wrestle. He can't wrestle.
You know what? You get a gator up in there.
Yeah, but that's not wrestling. That's subduing.
Have you wrestled a gator?
I have wrestled several gators. Granted, they were students at Florida, but they were gators by nature. That's a college sports joke, everybody.
Yeah.
But no, but wrestling gators don't wrestle back. Like they don't put their hand up on your thigh so you can body slam them. That's not an art.
No, they try to kill.
Yeah.
They try to kill. If you get into that death roll, 9 times out of 10 you ain't coming back.
Okay, so the fire challenge to me seemed largely pointless.
It kind of was. It was. I want to see more of like what was last week with just those type of challenges. Not.
Yeah, like trying to be entertaining while doing a physical challenge.
I mean, there's nothing entertaining about fighting a fire.
Nope, not at all.
Nothing at all. I did enjoy the primetime players, though.
Yes. Okay, so we get to the live section of the show, and Miz immediately gets on Amanda's case.
Man, he wasted no time.
Like, he did not waste a second. He's like, listen, I was worried about giving Amanda a big head. Clearly you have one. Tonight you're going in the bottom 3. And they didn't even let her respond. They just showed her,
No.
and she looked super upset.
Yeah.
And then we moved on.
Right.
There was a lot of talk about being unsafe in the ring. Daniel Bryan Page had a very interesting argument about the situation between Gigi and Sarah, which I approved of greatly, but I just thought it was very odd.
Right. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But yeah, so when we got back from the commercial, the people in the bottom three, Daniel Bryan put Gigi in the bottom three,
Which I agree with.
Well, I mean, I think they realized that they had 4 women and 3 guys, so they needed to get rid of a woman tonight.
Exactly, because if you see, it's been guy, girl, guy, girl.
No, there were 2 guys in the first. Like they needed to even it off.
Right.
They needed to even it off.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised that everyone was voting for a woman. But
I don't know why Chelsea should have been in there.
Yeah, see, all right. Brian voted in Georgia because
Right.
Brian said that it was unprofessional the way Georgia was complaining about being paralyzed when she clearly wasn't almost paralyzed.
Right.
It wasn't even close. It wasn't like she laid on the ring for 5 minutes and couldn't feel anything or was even hurt. She wasn't hurt at all. She just got scared. And this is the second time that she's done this about being scared for her personal well-being. And if you're going to be that timid, I don't care who you're in the ring with. If you're going to be that timid, it's going to lead to you making a mistake.
And nobody wanting to work with you.
Exactly. Both of those points were brought up on Tough Talk. But so Paige put Chelsea in the bottom 3 because Chelsea, during her matchup with Amanda, she was selling in the ring.
Yes.
And granted, it looked good, but they haven't been taught how to sell yet. So it threw Amanda off, and then the coaches told her to stop selling, and she kept selling anyway. Which I can understand. If you're like in the mix and you're trying to put together a couple spots, and Chelsea, who's had experience, just kind of defaults to selling.
Right. Which, I mean, she out of the 2 other girls has the most experience.
Oh yeah, she's got the most experience of anyone left there.
Right.
But yeah, basically Paige put her in there because she was selling, and the judges told her to stop, and she wouldn't.
Right.
So then Miz puts in Amanda, right?
Yeah. But then says
No, wait, hold on. I apologize. Paige put in Sarah.
Right.
Paige put in Sarah because of the that's why Paige and Brian were having the debate.
Right.
So Miz, instead of putting in Amanda like he said he was going to, puts in Chelsea for the selling debate.
Yes, because he didn't like her answer.
Yeah. So basically Miz is trying to ruin this show.
Basically, yeah.
And the only reason Miz is on the show is because Hulk Hogan is an idiot. So Mada, Patrick, and Chelsea, they really should form a new Dungeon of Doom to take down Hulkamania because this is Hulk Hogan's fault.
It is all Hulk Hogan's fault.
It's all his fault.
Way to go. You screwed it up.
Yep, pretty much. Because The Miz is now literally on there to create drama and to make sure someone who looks like his wife gets the contract.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but the funniest part of this episode was When Miz called up Chelsea, Paige gave him the deathiest of death stares I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I thought Miz was just gonna explode.
Mm-hmm. Paige said after the fact that had she known Miz was going to change his mind, Amanda would have been in the bottom three. Like, no question.
Oh God, yeah.
And she probably should have been.
Oh, she should. I mean, mind you, even Daniel Bryan even said, "You're wearing helmets."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were like, I mean, I don't know.
There's too many, even on the main roster. There's too many Barbie doll looking talent.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much.
Yeah. Basically, like, they Paige said that on Tough Talk that Amanda's going in the bottom three next week, unless she really, really changes something.
Oh, it's her attitude.
Yeah, it is. And you know, the thing is, like, Paige saved Georgia because Paige believes Georgia is one of the best ones there.
Yeah.
I disagree. I voted for Chelsea and I voted for Sarah on two different Twitter accounts. But they asked Georgia why she got the lowest vote on Tough Talk. And The Miz said that she's not connecting to the WWE universe.
She's not.
And I think it's because everything she does kind of sounds disingenuous.
Yeah, it's always an excuse. It's always... She's always throwing somebody under the bus to make herself look better.
Mm-hmm. Like she's playing the reality show aspect of it when really she should just be learning how to be a wrestler.
Right. Which she's playing the game, but it's gonna come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why people are gravitating more. Because at this point, can you see Sarah losing? I can't.
I can't see her losing. There's no way.
I can't. I honestly can't see her losing at this point. I mean, maybe that was why Chelsea was voted off. I don't know. But I can't see Sarah losing at this point. Every vote she's been in, she's gotten over half the vote.
Right.
And I think it's because she comes off on TV as the most likable person on that show that hasn't wrestled an alligator.
Or a kangaroo.
Or a kangaroo. Wait, who wrestled kangaroos?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
She's from Australia. Come on.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, so Chelsea went home. And it really sucks. Because I like Chelsea a lot. I think, and I've been saying Sarah was going to win from the beginning. If it came down to Chelsea and Sarah,
I'd pick Chelsea.
I'd pick Chelsea. Yeah, I absolutely would. But yeah, I at this point can't see Sarah losing.
There's no way.
Now, we have the guys of ZZ, Tanner, and Josh. Do you think Josh has enough personality and enough fan support to beat ZZ?
Yes.
See, I don't think so. I don't think.
Well,
so.
I think you're wrong.
All right. I mean, I guess we will see.
We will see, Michael.
We will see, but I think the Miz. See, the Miz on Tough Talk is the Miz I want on the show. The Miz on Tough Enough is horrible because on Tough Talk, Miz said to ZZ, "Listen, you remind me a lot of Daniel Puder."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The guy who won my season of Tough Enough, the guy who was the fan favorite. And he was here a year and he was gone.
But I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with this. I agree.
It's a tiny bit different because Daniel Puder was an MMA guy and also kind of a huge prick. But,
yeah.
But I can see what Miz is saying. But they really need to show ZZ in a bad light get rid of him at this point.
I think they were. I think they were doing. They were sort of kind of doing that after Tough Talk, when they, were talking about, the lifting in the gym, and then ZZ, says, "Oh, just the last 2 weeks, I've been in the gym."
You know,
And because they were talking to ZZ, and then they were talking to Josh. Josh is in there, he's sweating, he's like in the zone. And then they were saying to ZZ about, lifting. You're not even sweating. You're not even, it's just like, oh, la, 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 la. Oh.
and also ZZ should not be lifting weights.
No,
Strength is not his problem.
No, get your ass on that treadmill, or go for a nice walk around the performance center. It's a nice walk. Go look for alligators. Go chase some gators.
Yeah, seriously, that's probably better cardio than anything you can do at the performance center.
Flipping Florida's got so many goddamn gators. Go back to your roots, boy. Go get some. Go chase them. Go help.
Oh God.
Go get them out of the water. That's
so basically, in about 6 months, we're gonna be ZZ being brought in as the son of Skinner. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to that.
Oh, I thought he was going to be with Bray Wyatt.
No, because that requires wrestling ability.
It doesn't. He could just stand there. He doesn't have to wrestle.
I guess
he could just beat the mute from the Bayou that doesn't talk, and he could just bring the whole Wyatt family. Just take them. Just take them all. Just take them all with you. I'm sick and tired of Bray Wyatt, and I'm sick and tired of ZZ, and I'm just sick and tired of this crap.
Yeah, ZZ, he knows how to avoid questions while sounding like he answered them.
Yeah, but I'm like...
Because Daniel Bryan, he really went after ZZ.
Oh, he really went after ZZ.
He was like, listen, when you came on the show, you said you had to work 3 times harder than everyone. You haven't. Why should we believe you that you're going to when every week you say you have to work harder?
Exactly.
Because he hasn't done it.
He hasn't done it. No, he says enough to get the spotlight off of him, but then I'm sick of his little comebacks. I'm sick of his little
Swampland fortune cookie talk.
The Swamplands and freaking alligator, and how meat will always be there for you, and I'm just bleh, go away. Go get a staph infection from an alligator. Go get Sammy Salmonella or something. Go away.
Oh, jeez. All right, Jen. Well, is there anything else you had that we didn't touch on this week for Tough Enough?
What about in the beginning when ZZ was, talking to Tanner and Josh? Don't be a bully. Be a star.
Oh, you know what, ZZ? I'm sorry. You're overweight. I'm overweight too, but I'm not trying to be a WWE superstar. You like, Josh has lost 35 pounds.
Oh, does he look beautiful?
Of course. But seriously.
But you can tell.
If you are the heaviest person there, you have the most weight to lose. Just by a virtue of the fact that even if you watch like The Biggest Loser or something like that, usually the people who have the most weight when they start lose the most weight, because that's how body physics work.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much. I mean, they're at the performance center.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they're living.
Yeah.
That place is state-of-the-art, where he has no excuse. Get your ass in the pool and go swimming.
Yeah, like, ZZ's lost 8 pounds.
8 whole pounds. And you know what? You can't
that's
tell.
Almost literally a pound a week. And I'm sorry, if you're at a place where the only thing to do is watch wrestling and work out,
I'd be working out.
And dude, do a whole like go on an elliptical, watch a WrestleMania, go
Oh
on an
gosh,
elliptical,
yeah.
watch another WrestleMania. That's
Go
what I would
on.
be doing.
Well, that's what I started doing. Well, tomorrow I'm going to start doing it during watching SmackDown. I'm going to be on that treadmill. That's a good 2 hours.
And you're gonna be running faster when Dean Ambrose is on because like dangling the carrot. I get.
He won't be on. He's on his way to Australia for the tour.
Well, excuse the shit out of me. All right, so I think that's it for me for Tough Enough.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just, God. And you know what? Paige was 100% correct. It is a popularity contest.
Yep. Which I think the only way that they have a shot of getting ZZ off now is if Tanner, if Josh, Sarah, and ZZ are the bottom three,
Yeah.
and Brian saves Josh. I think that's honestly the only way that they could
Oh,
get rid of
yeah.
him at this point. I think that's the only because you line ZZ up with Amanda, with Tanner, with Georgia, ZZ's gonna beat all three of them.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to come down to. I would even take Tanner over ZZ.
Oh yeah, so would I, but I don't think people will vote Tanner over ZZ.
Oh,
I think
no.
if you had Josh and Sarah and ZZ on there, Josh and ZZ might split the votes for the guys.
Right.
And Sarah would get her usual like 40% or something like that. So
100% with the save going to Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Alrighty, well,
all right.
That's it this week. Next week, John Cena will be making his first appearance on WWE TV since you can't see knee.
I love that T-shirt.
It's gonna be interesting.
Very.
I wonder what John Cena is gonna have to say to ZZ because I have a feeling Cena might they're bringing Cena in to lay into him.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I 100%. Next week might be I'm pretty sure it's going to be bye ZZ because I think with Cena being there and just getting in his face.
I think next week Amanda's going home because that has to happen first.
We'll see. Who
knows?
We'll
see. We'll see what happens next week, but it's going to be interesting with Cena on the show.
Yeah,
because they've made it clear he's not going to be at Raw. Tough Enough is going to be his first TV appearance since getting his nose broken.
Yeah.
So well, until next week, I guess you can't see us. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.